You know, I was thinking that years ago, as a family on holiday, we did a crossword. Well, there wasn't much else you could do on holiday as a Jehovah's Witness because all forms of fun are banned or looked down upon. So this crossword was being done, and my dad was there. Quite a clever chap, and he had filled in nearly all of the clues, all of the boxes, and there was just one or two left. Just couldn't find those words. Dad had invented a word that he thought sounded as if it was in the English language. He really believed he'd heard it before. It was a word that didn't exist. But what this meant was that either we went along with this unusual word that Dad had invented and believed that that was true and virtually finished the crossword, or we had to change and revise some of the answers, because some of the words that fitted in some of the boxes were the wrong words, even though they did fit. This reminds me of the Watchtower. Why? I'm not talking about the crossword that they put in the Asleep magazine. I'm talking about the way that they've come to conclusions over the years. And then when it's time to revise things or look at things, they can't back out. The 1914 doctrines, for instance, they're now in a hole and they can't back out. It's nearly 2014, 100 years. So they've come up with this overlapping nonsense just to cover their backs, because Armageddon didn't come in 75, it didn't come in 1925, didn't come in 1914. It doesn't appear to be on the horizon, does it really? So what have they done? They haven't really decided to admit that they're wrong in any way whatsoever. They've not revised their doctrines at all. They've just sat in their tower in Brooklyn, and they're still coming out with their rules and regulations. They're still propounding nonsense, and they're expecting you to believe it and go along with it. They're doing the crossword, but they're not humble enough to admit that some of the clues there they've got wrong, if not all of the clues they've got wrong. They're not humble enough to admit they've got to start again. We've all noticed this now. Even the rank and file are noticing it. They're noticing that the governing body are putting pressure on now. And the reason they're putting pressure on is because hubris. Really, they're not willing to admit that they're wrong in any way, shape or form. It's total arrogance. And it's this arrogance that is and is going to be their undoing. Anyway, I just thought I'd share the crossword experience with you. And I'm going to count this as a return visit. I'm going to count it as 10 hours, and I'm going to put it in my unwitnessing report. So please continue the good work, vast apostate army, and people who are looking in here for the first time. If you're trying to escape Jehovah's Witnesses, well, just let me know. We do it discreetly, and we'll help you exit. Anyway, peace out from Unky Bunky.